Alright guys, here we are. We've set up viticulture. We've got the Automa deck all set up here. We've got our play area with everything. We've set up our score markers. We've got our bonus tokens here for generic solo play. But we are going to take this wild ride called the solo campaign play. Okay, it's got 8 different solo scenarios in this campaign. We're going to play each scenario here. We're going to go through this whole campaign. As many times as I have to play, that's going to be my end score. So if I have to play scenario once, I get a score of 1, then I move on to 2. If it takes me 2 times to beat scenario 2, my score is now at 3. We're trying to get our lowest score through 8 of them. Okay? So we've got everything set up here. I'm about to draw my Mama and Papa card to start, but let's take a look at the specific rules for this first solo campaign. It says you don't get a Mama card. Instead, select 3 vine cards and plant them as part of your setup. You can ignore the structure requirements of these 3 cards. Reshuffle the deck after you've made your choice. So we will not be drawing a Mama card. Only be drawing a Papa card. So let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so we've got our Grande worker and 2 coins. And I can make a choice here of another worker or 4 more coins. So because I'm not going to draw a Mama, I'm not going to have any other workers. So I think I am going to benefit from Raphael's ability to gain another worker. Okay? We're not going to draw a Mama card, so we're done with these. Let's go ahead and put these workers in our available workers and our coins up here. So we've completed the first part of the campaign setup by drawing the Papa card. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look through the vine cards, and we're going to choose 3, and we are going to plant them as part of our setup. Okay, so here we see that I chose my 3 vines. I get to ignore the building requirements here, and now we're going to plant them. I'm going to put the 4 and 3 together and put that on my 7 so I can harvest that field and get its full value. I'm going to take the 4 and I'm going to put it on the 6 here. Okay? So these are all high numbers, so I think one of my top priorities is going to be to upgrade my medium cellar. Okay, before I produce there. So I've got 2 already, so I'm going to guess that one of my first actions is going to be to give a tour and get $2 more so that I can pull that cellar or build that cellar, and then I can produce these and start getting going. Alright, so I have completed the setup. I get no other cards here from my Mama card, so it's all vines, but they're planted. So we'll see if that makes up for lacking a worker and getting no other cards. So we're going to look over here. We're going to take a look at what bonus we want to take this round. Maybe I start with that extra worker right away, just so I can get things done. Let's think about the things I want to get done. I definitely want to build a structure, gain a tour, and I also want to harvest a field so I can start getting those wines out, because I think I'm going to have to start generating those pretty quickly. So it looks like I'm going to need 3 to start. I'm going to eventually also want to pay to train. Do I do that first before I do anything else? Do I try to get another worker? No. I think I want to get my wine tokens out and rolling. So we are going to take this benefit. We're going to take our 3rd worker, and we're going to take our 1 bonus action. And now, if you haven't played the solo before, generally, placing on any of these spaces, there's an extra bonus space that you take. But here, I'm only going to be able to take advantage of those bonuses if I spend one of these tokens. Okay, so technically, I can take 8 bonus actions in this game, and that's it. Okay, so it really makes you pick and choose which bonus actions you want. Okay, so I've taken my starting position bonus token, so now we're going to reveal our Automa deck, and we're going to cancel certain areas in the spring side of the board. Okay, so we are going to cover up the draw, and we're going to cover up the play, a springtime visitor. So we've covered those two up. This here is just for the Tuscany expansion. We're not playing with that just yet, so we get to ignore that. This is a winter action, so we can ignore that. We're just pulling for our spring. Okay, so now that we've set those two out, since there's workers here, I would have to play my Grande worker to get to be able to play there. But I don't have to, so I can save my Grande worker for the winter. Okay, so we had made a plan to give a tour to get $2. That's going to bring us to the 4. We had a plan to build a structure. We're going to pay 4 to build our medium cellar. Okay, so now we've unlocked this area in our cellar, so we can produce 4, 5, and 6 values of our 3 different types of wine: blush, white, and red. Okay, that's going to complete it. We're going to save our Grande worker to harvest the field, okay, and start getting our wine aging in our crush pads. Okay, so since we're passing, it's now time to take a spring or winter guest. We're going to take a spring because I'd like to see what we're going to be able to do coming up in the next year. Here we have the broker. We can pay 9 to gain 3 or lose 2 to gain 6. So that might be something to do early game here to get that money, so I can either buy another worker, I can buy a building. And actually, I really like that choice. Now we're going to pull our Automa for the winter time. We're going to cover up our draw, and we are going to cover up our make up to 2 wine tokens. Okay, so the Automa stayed out of our way this turn. We're going to come here, and we've got no money, so we're not going to pay to train. We have no card, so we're not going to play the card, and we have no order to fill, so we are going to play on this to harvest 1 field. And you know what? We're going to pay our bonus token to harvest both fields. Okay, so now we're going to go here. I get to put a 4 in the white. I'm going to put a 4 in the red. And I'm also going to get a 3. Okay, so I've harvested both those fields. Those grapes are now in my crush pads, getting ready to be turned into wine. We've used all our workers, so now we're going into the year end. We're going to age our grape and wine tokens. So all of these are going to age by 1. The 4 is going to become a 5, and the 3 is going to become a 4. We're then going to retrieve our workers. I get my 2 workers back. Bonus worker goes back here. We're never going to use him again. And the Automa workers are going to go back into the holding stall. I collect no residual payments yet. I could discard down to 7, but I only have 1, so I don't need to. And then we're going to continue to the next round. That's going to begin with me choosing a bonus again. Now, I'm thinking I'm either going to take this order or get another bonus card. I really want to start working there. Maybe I take the money because, well, I could get 6. So let's see what I can buy with 6. The cottage would be really nice to get. I get to draw an extra spring or winter. So I could technically get 1 of each or 2 of one. I don't think building one of these is essential at this point. I might want to build my large cellar that would take all 6 at this point. Windmill is going to give me bonuses for planting. I'm not going to do much planting lately. For a little while, I feel like I'm going to be able to generate quite a lot of wine. And then my tasting room is going to give me a bonus every time I give a tour. So I think we're going to move forward with trying to get another worker or build our large cellar. I think we kind of want to start looking at orders to fill. So let's go ahead and take this one, because I want to see if I've got the right combination of vines to start producing orders. Okay, so I get to take the fill here. Okay, so I need so I'm going to need a sparkling wine, and I'm going to need a white wine. So yes, now I know if I want to fill this one, I've got to have my bigger cellar open, and I need to get some more white out there. Well, I've got the 2. I'm just going to have to create one into a sparkling. To get sparkling, I need 2 red and a white. So actually, I need another red out there. But there's such high numbers that when I combine them, I should easily get up there. All right, so I've taken my bonus. So now we're going to see what areas are closed off to me in the spring. We're going to close off build a structure, and that's it. The rest of these are either Tuscany, so we ignore it, and winter. So now it's going to be down to me. Now I've only got 2 workers, so this first worker is going to go here, and we're going to play this card. We're going to play our broker. We're going to lose 2 points to gain 6. 1, 2. And we're going to gain 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we've done our springtime, one of our springtime actions. We're going to save this worker. I think the first, I don't like only having 2 actions, so I think I'm going to come over here and train before I build this cellar. That's going to take 4 of it. I'm going to have to find money elsewhere, but I think at this point I need to have another worker. 2 actions per turn is in 8 turns is not going to give me enough time to close that gap. So I'm going to pass at this point. I'm going to draw another springtime worker. I get the patron gain 4 or draw 1 order and 1 winter guest. So again, I'm finding ways to get that money, which I think is what I'm going to need. That 4 is going to give me enough to build a cellar the next time, and I'll be sitting at 3 workers and have my cellars completely ready so I can start filling this action and get points and residual payments. So I've pulled my springtime I've pulled a springtime guest, so we're transitioning to winter, so we're going to see what is closed off to us. Alright, at this point we've got nothing closed off to us. It's all Tuscany, so we got everything open to us, but we know what action we're taking. We are going to go here to pay 4 to train another worker. Okay, and that worker is going to join our force this next turn. Okay? Awesome. That's everything we're doing. We've only got those 2 workers, so these rounds are quite short. So let's go through our year end. We're going to age our grapes. Okay. We're going to collect our workers. 1, 2. And now we've got our 3rd worker. So now we're at where we normally start with. It took me 2 turns to get to where we normally start with, but I'm ahead with my planting, and I've got some good grape production here. Okay. I don't need to discard down to 7. I've only got the 2. So now we are ready for my next beginning choice. I've got the 2. I'm going to be getting 4 more from my patron that I'm going to get. That's going to give me enough to do the cellar. So I've kind of got some openness here. Let's go ahead and pull a guest. And let's see. Let's pull a winter guest. We haven't pulled one of those yet. Okay. Age all of your wine twice or lose 1 to upgrade to the next level. Ooh. So the question is, do I save that money and do I just upgrade? It's going to be cheaper. I'm going to lose 1 more. And that's going to make me have to get 23 points in Eesh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. Can I do it? That's a nice tough decision. I think I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna try to get both these cards played today. I'm gonna. Then that question is, do I want the 4 or do I want another worker? I think I'm gonna take another worker. Let's get some big actions. Let's get some big turns doing lots of things, and maybe that's going to give me what I need. Okay, so we've made our decision with our bonus. So now we're gonna draw our automa for the spring of this turn. And again, the automa's really staying out of our way here. No actions here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to come here. We're going to play our patron. And we are going to gain 4. Okay. 2, 4. So now we're going to be able to build a structure. Or no. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna actually save both of these for the next turn, because we're gonna play here to build the structure, the cellar, and we're gonna play one here to get another worker. So then on the next turn I'm gonna have 4 actions. I'm gonna have my cellar already. I can make up, and I'm gonna focus on trying to get more orders and start filling those orders. Okay, we're gonna turn to a lot of winter actions. We're gonna be drawing orders to fill, we're going to be harvesting fields, we're going to be making tokens, and we're going to be filling orders. So it seems like my springtime is kind of all set. I think these next couple rounds, the key is making sure I get as many of those 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, as I can get each time. And I've got 4 workers, so let's see what I can do. So we're going to actually pass now. Okay, and we're going to take a winter, because right now we've got our vines. We've got our workers. We're going to have our cellar all set, right? So the main thing we're going to be doing is trying to get wines made and orders filled. And a lot of times these winter cards have options to fill orders. So let's see what we got. All players make up to 2 and draw up. Okay, so this is one of those multiplayer cards that we're going to discard in a solo scenario, because obviously no one can discard something for us. So let's see what we got with our second draw. Pay 3 to train 1, or you may use this year, or discard 1 to gain 2. Okay, so I like that. That's gonna negate here, or like I said, pay 3 to train 1 that you may use this year. That's kind of nice too. I can maybe do that year, and then I'll have 5. Because right now my money is, I'm gonna use 4 of the money. I'm only gonna need 1 more. I still have that bonus, so I can get another worker next round as well. Okay, so we've drawn our bonus. So now let's see what is closed off to us from the automa. Okay, he's going to close up the draw. And he's going to close up the fill. Okay, neither one of those we technically needed. So now we talked about playing. We're going to play this card. We're going to lose 1 to upgrade my cellar. And now we are at the large cellar. So now when I pull these over, I can pull them all the way over to the edge, and now I've actually unlocked also the sparkling, so I can fulfill this order. My other one was going to train for 4, and I'm going to get another worker added to my available workers this next turn. So going into the next turn, I'm going to look to try to get a 3rd coin, so I can do this one, get another worker. And I'm going to start trying to move. I'm going to either harvest and move is what I'm going to try to do, which means I need to get actually some more cards here. So we're looking to play a card, draw a card, harvest, and make. Those are the 4 actions I would really like to do in this upcoming turn. So let's age our wine and grape. 6 and 7. 6. These little grapies have been aging for us pretty nicely since the first time we harvested them. We're going to retrieve our workers. 1, 2, 3. And we are going to gain our other worker. So now we're sitting at 4 workers. I get no residual payments as of yet. Discard down to 7. I'm definitely good there. And we are good to go for our next bonus. Okay, so I'm going to take this $1, so that I can play that card. Okay, I'll be able to get another worker. Now I've got a lot of bonus actions. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, and I've got 3 bonus actions in those 4 turns. So we got some bonuses coming our way. I think a lot of it's going to be making up more tokens than just 2. I want to get them all moved over if I can. All right, so now we're going to pull for our automa. Our automa is going to cover up giving a tour and building a structure and selling at least one. So we're going to give a tour, we're going to build a structure, and we're going to sell at least one. Those are all covered up, which is fine. They're not in anything that we want to do. We talked about playing my card. We talked about harvesting a field. We talked about making up wine. We talked about drawing. So everything I'm going to do is going to be in the winter. Okay? So let's go ahead and draw, and let's hope that I'm going to be able to use all these workers in the winter. It's a little risky because there's only one for sure that I'll be able to use. We'll see how much else is covered up and what we can do with it. And we took our Master Vinter. Upgrade your cellar at the next level at a $2 discount, or age 1 and fill 1. Great. So now we've got another opportunity to fill. So we're going to hold on to that guy for a little bit until we're ready to start filling orders, because I don't need to upgrade my cellar, obviously. Alright, so we've done our winter guest. So let's see what Automa is going to cover up. Alright, so he's going to cover up the training and the playing of a card. So only one thing, and I've got the Grande worker, so it should not be a big deal there. So let's see here. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to use our Grande worker to play the card here, the governess. Pay 3. Pay 3 to train 1 that I may use this year. Okay. So here's my 3. I've trained my worker. I'm going to add them to the available. So now I've got 4 actions here that I'm going to be able to do. Okay, so the first action is we're going to go here. We're going to harvest 1 field. We're actually going to pay our bonus to harvest 2 fields. So I'm going to get a 4, a 3, a 4, a 3, and a 4. So I've got quite the stock in my crush pads. Okay, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make up to 2 wine tokens. Let's move over. We want the sparkling at 7, which means we'd have to do a white, and 2 red. Oh, all right, let's do it. The white and 2 red. The value of what I'm taking, 3, 7. It was more than enough, but anyways, the numbers that you pull off can combine to make one of these. So this is going to go to at least, because it was 3, 4, and 7. So we're definitely at the 9 for that. The other 2 will go away. That was 1 token. I can make another token here. I'll do this 4. Okay. I've got 2 more actions. I'm definitely going to fill this one here, and I'm going to spend my bonus to make it an extra victory point. So I'm going to pay this sparkling and this white. So I'm going to get 6, 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to get residual of 2. So I'm going to move this up 2. So now I've been skipping that step with finishing. I'm going to actually get 2 points now. Okay, we cleared out a lot of my wine, but I was able to get 7 points on it. All right, and get my residual payment. So I'm going to start getting money. So then maybe I can buy a cottage. I can do a tasting room and get some more victory points. I still have that 1 worker, and this is going to be perfect. I'm now going to come over here and draw another order to fill, and it's going to be a 4 red, which is if I harvest. Oh, it's a 4. I'm sorry. For sparkling, which if I harvest, I'll be able to get right away. It's not a big payout though, so I might want to look into getting more. All right, so that's the end of all my actions. I was able to do a lot in that turn. So let's age our wines and grapes. Okay, let's retrieve our workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got quite the force here. It's the biggest I think I've ever gotten to. Let's remove our AI, our Automa. We're now going to collect residual payments. I'm going to get $2. All right, and now we're down to 3 rounds. Okay, this is not the best situation. Let's go ahead and pull here. We're going to get a vine card. Let's see if it's something we can't add it because we don't have them. And I think we're a little bit behind. Maybe I can build, but that's not a priority right at this second. I think we're gonna do again a lot of winter things, and this time it's gonna be focused on drawing more of these cards. All right, so I've taken my bonus, which means we're gonna check what the Automa closes off to us in the springtime. Okay, they're gonna cover the plant and the selling of a field. So we're selling of a field and planting. I'm not going to use any of my workers here. Maybe give a tour. I have $2. I'm not going to build a structure with that as of yet. I guess I could build a trellis. I was hoping for a low value red to add on to this one, just to get some small numbers. But what is done is done. Nothing we can do there. So I'm just baiting if there's anything worth doing in this springtime, and I don't think there is. So we're going to take another winter guest and see what it gives us. Gain $3 and draw 1 or make up to 3. Okay, that's pretty nice. So I can use either one of these. I think I'm going to try to get more. I think I'm going to use her to try to get more orders, because I need to have that flexibility, because I'm going to be able to generate high valued wines pretty quickly. All right, so now let's see what the Automa covers. Hopefully not a lot, because we've got a lot of actions. We're going to harvest the field, and that's it. This is a Tuscany one, so we're just going to harvest the field, which is going to give us plenty of space for everything else. Okay, so we talked about drawing, so let's go do that. Let's draw another one of these. Okay, a 6. Very good. That's one we can fill in this turn. Okay, we're going to then use our grande worker to harvest one field. And we're going to spend our bonus to make it 2 fields. So I'm going to get my 4 white, my 4 red, and my 3 white. Yes. Okay, I'm going to use my other worker. Let's see, gain 3 and draw 1, or make up to 3. This is going to let me age 1 and fill 1. Don't need that just yet. So do I want to get another one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd be able to hold another one. Or do I want to make up to 3? Whew, that's a tough call. Well, let's make up 2 and see where we're at after that, because we need to have that 6 and a 4 of that. So to get that, I need to combine these two. So it'd be 3 and 4, which put that at 7. So that's enough to pay for this one, which is 2 points. Problem is, for that value, I don't know if it's worth it. That's one of them, and then the other one, I'm going to move this 7 over. So technically, I would be able to fill both of these right now. So do I need to draw another one, or do I want to make up more? I think I'm going to draw another one. So we're going to put our worker here to play. And you know what? If we pay another one, we can play both of them and get 5 points and 2 residual. Let's do that. Let's pay our bonus to play both of these this turn. So here I'm going to get 3 coins and draw another order, and that's going to be a 6. Oh, that's much better than this one. So, well, not much better. It matches better, but it's only 1 victory point, but it is what it is. So we used our Crush Expert. She's going to be discarded up there. And now we played to do a second one. This one is going to let me age 1 and fill 1. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't need to age it because they're both going. I have enough. I'm going to spend both of these. So again, I'm all out, but I'm filling 2 orders in a turn, which I think is pretty good. So I'm going to get 6 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm halfway there, and I've only got 2 more turns. So this is going to be a tough task. And I'm going to get 2 more in residual payments. 1, 2. These 2 are going to be discarded, and my Master Vinter is going to be discarded. Okay, so we've gotten a lot done. I still have 1 more worker. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. If I spend a 6th, I could get a tasting room, and I could get victory points in the springtime. Or I can pay to get another worker. Let's just get $1, and let's build that tasting room. Although I wouldn't get I have to have a wine in my cellar to get a victory point from it. So maybe I train in my last worker. I'm not going to be able to fill. So it's one or the other. Train a worker? Yeah, let's do it. Let's pay 4 to train. Because I'm going to be getting $4 back anyways here. And I'm going to get my last worker this last turn. This is the first time I've ever gotten all my workers. Alright, so I've placed my last worker, so we're going to age our grapes. Nothing in our cellars to age. We're going to retrieve our workers. Man, I've got my full force. First time I've ever gotten to full force. Look at all those workers. I am going to collect residual payments, so I'm going to get $4. Discard down to 7. I've only got the 2. And then I'm going to pick my next choice. So let's just go here. Get my bonus. I used up all my bonuses on that last turn. Alright, let's see what the automa closes to us. We've got 2 turns, and we've got to get 11 points. This is going to be really tough to do. Okay. They're going to cover up draw and play, which is okay. We weren't doing any of those things. So we got $5. We could build the cottage and just start drawing extra workers there. The windmill, every time I plant, I'm not planting anything here. Or do I just try to hold off and try to build my tasting room and get an extra point there? I think we're going to go here and try to get extra workers. So let's build a structure. We'll spend $4 to build our cottage. So now that means I'm going to be able to draw 2 cards in between. Let's see. I'm going to try to play, draw, harvest, make, fill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as long as they don't take up more than 1, it's going to be a risky move. Alright, I'm going to take, it's going to be that passing time, fall. I'm going to draw these 2 winter visitors. The innkeeper, as you play this card, put 2 different discard piles, the top card from 2 different discard piles into your hand. Okay, so I could take one of these, getting another fill and a winter ghast, trying to fill that order again for 3, or being able to fill a second order. And the other one I got is make up to 2, gain 1 for each sparkling wine token you made. Sparkling wine is going to be this one down here, so that's going to not do much for me at this point. So that's kind of disappointing. That draw was not a good draw for me. Alright, I'm going to flip the card over. They're going to cover up the play. That's the only one they're going to cover up here. Everything else is springtime. So I've got my full choices here. So the first thing we're going to do, let's draw. And the question is, do I spend my token to draw a second one? So I know what I need to get to. I got to have orders to fill, so let's do it. Yeah, we're going to play this one to draw 2. And it's all red. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. We've got 5, 9, 10, 11. We got to fill all 3 of these orders in the next 2 rounds, and we have mostly white wine. It's coming back down to that beginning choice of choosing white instead of red. Maybe I should have done a second red. Maybe I should have done 4 white, 3 red, 4 red. Oh well, what are you going to do? Can't go back in time. I could have worked to build this guy with all these workers. I put too much luck into it. So let's see what we're going to be able to do here. We're definitely going to have to harvest a field. Okay, we're going to harvest this one because we got to get those reds out, of 4 and a 3. Okay, we are going to make up the 2 wine tokens. So let's see, we can get that 8 blush. We need a white and a red, so 4 and 5 puts it at 9. Sorry, that was out of focus there. That's one of them, and then it says up to. We're going to leave it there because we might need to combine with a red next turn to get those 2 points, but what are 2 points going to do for us? So then we're going to come over here, and we are going to fill. We're going to fill this order here. So we're going to get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get another residual payment. So I maxed out on residual payments. Oh, that might be a good choice. So now I'm going to play. As I play this card, I get to draw 2 cards. I can get that other 4 back. I know that I'll be able to make that next turn. So we're definitely going to take that one back. And then the question is, do I want to fill an extra one or draw an extra one? I think I want to draw an extra one. So I'm going to take these 2 cards back into my hand. That innkeeper might be the difference maker here of me being able to get, I should be able to get this other 4, and if I can draw another one and pull a white, because I need how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a white that will give me 3 victory points. We've got a chance, ladies and gentlemen. We have a chance. All right, so that's all my workers. I get to age these tokens. Yes. I get to collect my workforce, my gigantic workforce of workers. And my grande. Send these ones back to the automa. Correct residual payments. I'm going to get a 5er. Okay. And then discard down to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good there. All right, last turn, we're going to get that victory point. So we really only need 5. We only need 5 victory points. I've got my bonus here. Let's see what's closed off to us in the beginning. I want to be able to play. Nothing is closed off to us, so I'm going to be able to use my small worker to play my patron. I'm going to draw a winter gust and a fill order. Okay, so let's see. Fill order, white. Oh, good Lord. Nope, not what we needed. So we're going to have to use a worker to draw another one. And we're going to get a winter. Let's see what our winter gust is. Judge, draw 2 spring or discard 1 of a value to gain 3. Whoa, our judge might get us there. If I can do these 2... If I can get these 2, that's going to be 7. That's going to give us enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. All right, so everything else here is looking less important. It's just to get that 8 of the blush. I'm gonna harvest, which is going to give me a 4 and a 3. Oh, I think this is going to work out for us. That last draw might have done it for us. So let us pass, and we're going to draw 2 more winters just in case that doesn't work out. Let's see what happens. We've got pay 1 to gain or lose 2 to gain 2. Oh, that's a nice one. Choose up to 3 opponents. Oh, the governor. A lot of people say this guy looks like me. I know most of you have never seen my face, but it's pretty close for sure. But that's one of those multiplayer ones, so I'm going to discard that one, draw another one. Here, take any action, no bonus from a previous season without placing a worker. Whatever. I think between these 3, we're going to definitely be able to meet our goal. All right, so now it all depends on how much the automa takes up. So let's see. So he's going to harvest one field. That is going to be the only thing. This is a Tuscany. So we should be able to get done what we need to get done. So the question is doing it right now. Okay, so we are going to harvest one field. We'll get the 4 and the 3. I'll combine the 4 and the 4 to get the 8, so I can do this. I'll have this 7. I'll have to make up 2 tokens, so that will be that. To discard to get that, that will be the 7 we need. So yes, so we're just going to harvest one field. We're going to get the 4 in the red and the 3 in the white. Okay. Well, then we're going to come over here and we're going to make up 2 tokens. The first one is we're going to make a blush, so we need a white and a blue, or white and a red to make 8. We're going to discard the 2 4s to make our 8 blush. That's our 1 token. Our other token we're going to make is the 7 into the white here. Okay. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to play this card, and we're going to play this one. We're going to play 2 cards here, because we're going to go max score here. We're going to play both the Noble and the Judge by paying my last bonus token. I get to discard 1 wine, and the cellar has a value of 4 or more to gain 3. I'm going to discard this 7 to gain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to pay 1, or I'm sorry, lose 2 on my residuals. 1, 2, in order to gain 2. That's going to put us at the tie. Excellent. I'm going to discard these 2 winters. All right. Then, with our grande worker, we are going to fill our last order with an 8 blush, which is going to give us 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 residual. And we did it, guys. We were able to overcome the first solo campaign challenge of no mama, but 3 vines. And I didn't plant any more vines. That's pretty crazy. That was a really good game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I did.